Hydrate, friends.
Yep. Hydration.
Absolutely. And welcome back to hour 3 of episode 8 of Unfettered.
Cheers.
And let's head into the storm.
There's a rock.
So yeah, your what, squadron?
Squadron.
Your squadron is gathered up here, and at a considerable distance, you can see. Here, let me zoom in on this, and then at a bit of a distance off to the port off your bow, you can very faintly see. Maybe it should be just within your vision, just barely. Maybe move
Well,
it forward.
I'm just going to assume we're going to start rolling.
I can barely see.
Yeah, you can just barely see emerging from this cloud bank, the hulking form of the Leviathan's descent. And all of your tokens are down in the bottom left
Woo. Okay.
for all your characters, except I don't think I put John down. Let me do that real quick.
Oh, there's the 20 I needed a roll ago.
This is a better 20 though.
No, I wanted the crew to be inspired.
I mean, they
Alright,
were, just not by you.
That's true.
I'm gonna suffer for that 20. Oh, look who suffered for that 20.
I'm going
Alright.
top or bottom to top with followers, so I'm going to do Gamzee start first.
Okay. All right. You should have John now.
Yeah, it. These character sheets are taking a while.
It's fine. There are a lot of things to
Oh
roll.
shit. Whoops. Wrong
Are you
character.
opening Zaire?
Fuck. She was like a 4, right? Here. Zental.
Zoom out
Yes.
on my GM view.
All right, then I'm going to finish with John. If John's character sheet opens.
/ roll 1d20. What is it? Plus speed for ships. Da, 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 da. We get to show off the revised airship rules for the first time, I think.
Yeah.
D20, yeah, plus speed. So let me open the Leviathan's Descent.
Oh, we have to roll for the ship separately. Oh god.
Yes.
We should have
I
probably
guess
programmed.
fortunately for you, you have the most turns.
God damn it.
By far. Okay. I'm going.
That's 12, that's 18, because I fucked up those roll orders.
Okay.
You can go in there and edit any one.
Yeah,
that-
I did.
Leviathan's Descent. What's this? Control U? Yeah.
It's so speed plus. It's just initiative is plus speed.
Yeah, D20 plus speed.
Oh shit! You can't just edit that.
Alright.
All right. Black sheep.
Storm Singer. So,
Oof. Oh, that's lots of speed though.
Yeah, that's 20.
Plus 8.
19.
yeah, so. Let's see,
Pleasure
what did-
Palace.
How did everything get so fucking low?
Storm Singer should not be 3, is it? It's 3 plus its speed.
Yeah, so 13. Wow, that was shit. It was just a d20. Wow. Fuck me.
That is a long ass turn order. Let's see if I can get all of this on the stream. There we go. Move
Holy
it over to
shit,
this side.
Cog.
Cog. It's our hero. You want to do the last one?
Lord Austin wants revenge.
Yeah.
Got it.
Jesus, these initiatives.
Oh.
That went for the cog again because I forgot to reselect. So that's a 33 still. And then Lord Ostenwald's Revenge is a 19.
Alright, we're going to zoom out over here now. The stream will be able to see a little better.
Well, should we say who's on what ship?
Yeah, let's get that handled. Because okay, so while you guys decide, I'll explain some of this to the stream. We're using homebrew rules for airship combat because the ship control stuff in the Dungeon Master's Guide is pretty sparse and lackluster. So the system that we have gives ships their own turns, they have their own actions, but it's important who's on the ship because each one has to have a captain that's commanding the ship. And the captain is used for a number of things. Specifically, any saving throw that the ship is forced to make, the captain rolls it and then adds a number based on what type of ship it is, really based on the ship's engine, as sort of like a defense boost to whatever save it is. So ships are a little harder to hit with saving throw problems. Additionally, a captain can choose to spend their action on their turn to give the ship another action. So that way ships can theoretically take 2 standard actions every turn if their captain spends their own action.
Yeah.
Now, that applies to our heroes' ships, but sometimes they will encounter or enter encounters where certain ships behave slightly differently. Much like creatures, you know, not all creatures operate on the bonus action reaction thing. Some of them also get legendary actions. But for the most part, the ship rules are designed so that it follows the same flow as combat. So, let me reorder the turn order.
Mr. Crispy, I sent you something on Discord. Does that look good to you?
Let's see. Yes.
All right, pasting it to there.
All right. So on the Stormsinger, we have Albert and Zaire. On the Cog, we have Kelly and Lifo.
Which is Robot Crew.
Yeah. On Lord Ostenwald's Revenge, we have John. On the Black Sheep, we have Constance and Gemses. And on the Pleasure Palace, we have Roderick hiding away. Just out of curiosity, is Mabel still on Lord Ostenwald's?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, it's really only important if the ship gets destroyed, and we're just going to hope that doesn't happen.
That's the ship that hides in the corner anyways, so...
So, let's start off this sky battle, shall we? I believe the Cog has the first go.
Yep. So, you know, from the get-go, as soon as we, like, spot the ship coming in from the edge, you hear Albert start shouting out orders, telling the crew to get ready for combat. And he's going to shout out an order to Kelly. Kelly, circle around in the fog. Catch them unawares. I hope this goes well, but we have to be ready for the worst.
Aye, Captain. Divine be with us all.
I will need that and a heap more. Alright.
Alright, so where are you moving the Cog to?
So first of all, we're going to be using silent running, which I don't know if we put in the character sheets properly.
Nope.
Nope. I don't think so.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah.
And it effectively, I don't think you have to make a roll for it. It's just that the enemy has to make a roll to see you.
Yeah.
So I'll just make those rolls on the. Oh, I forgot to put a turn in the turn order. I need to roll initiative for the captain of the Leviathan's descent. And that is just a +0. Really? Wow. What was I thinking? Okay. Add. Whoops. Add Leviathan captain. And set that to 16. Descending. Okie doke. So yeah, it just makes you hidden, and then that's your bonus action for the round.
Okay, so that's the bonus action. Now I'm going to take a move. The cog. What's up?
What is the facing that we decided on? Because I'm
like, what are the facing rules?
Like for turning your ship.
It's once you move the ship's size.
Okay.
So if we look at the PDF, let me just make sure that sounds correct. Yeah, so for the cogs, it's every time you move 40 feet.
It's in the size section, not the speed section.
Yeah, every time you move 40 feet or greater, you can turn 45 degrees.
All right, so let's see if I can do this right. So that's their first 80 feet.
Okay.
They still have 60 feet left. Where's this ship in the darkness? Let's see.
It's down here.
Lurking in the clouds. Yeah.
Here, look for the red arrow. This.
Oh, I see. Yep. Alright, and we moved that, and that's the end of the turn. We should probably make a little ninja symbol so you don't just attack it outright.
Yeah.
Not that one. This one. Ha!
Okay. And then the Pleasure Palace.
There's no penalty for flying through an ally space, right?
No, as long as you don't end your turn there, you're fine.
All right.
Also, just a little bit of talk about things you're seeing on the battlefield. These floating islands are things you could potentially hide behind. These clouds are like large columns of clouds, not like wispy fog banks, so you could potentially hide in those.
Yeah.
So I've used 5 movement so far. I
Okay.
have to check. I think it was 14. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Pleasure Palace is done.
All right. And then Constance, it is your turn.
All right. I have a feeling that falling is not going to deal damage, so I'm going to change my psionic focus.
Okay.
With my bonus action to resistance to lightning and thunder damage.
Okay.
And then, oh god, I have a speed of 16 on this ship. I will be using my action to give my ship an action.
Okay.
Which will be used for movement.
Do you have a movement action or a standard action movement thing that you can use?
Are you not able to just use action to move like a regular thing?
Mm-mm.
Or is that... Oh. Let me quickly look at these. I think they're both bonus actions. So...
You could potentially fire if you have... Do you have weaponry on that ship?
Don't... Let me see how many cannons this has. I could fire my 1 cannon. But we don't necessarily know that it's
Hostile. That's true. It just is there.
Yeah, we don't know if it's hostile. Yeah, we didn't have anything like an initiative order.
Pitching
lined up.
doesn't change the ship's direction. Okay. I guess I'll actually just No, wait, shit. That was bonus action. Fuck. Constance turns in.
Okay. You could potentially hold your action, I guess. You could like declare a thing that you want to do later.
There is nothing If
Okay.
I get within range of an enemy general, I will shoot lightning.
Okay. Noted. Then it becomes the Leviathan's Descent's turn. And
Not
it's...
the black sheep.
Oh, you're right. There's Gamzees. I'm just gonna skip over 2 turns. That's fine. That's okay, right, guys? You're cool with that? All right. Gamzees gets a turn.
Chill. Cool. Gamzee will punch a general if she gets a chance.
All right.
Black sheep, where are you moving her?
1. Oh wait, I silently run.
Okay.
Is that a bonus action? Yeah.
It is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
You can go quite a ways.
Have fun with the spot check on that.
How close are you? What is that, 120? Am I reading that right? I'm way zoomed out. So looking at the ship, you can see the crew, working the deck, adjusting the sails and doing all that, climbing up the mast and unfurling the sails for more speed, and on the rear deck you can see Captain Nguvu Wake in her patchy leather jacket, her hair sort of bleached white flowing behind her, and she's standing there shouting orders at the people on the deck. And it is the Leviathan's Descent's turn. So, I'm going to make some spot checks.
DC 20 for the black sheep.
Okay.
So tune plus speed plus 3, right?
Yep.
It's a lot. So, that's going to be a perception check from Captain Wake. Oh, it's currently setting to GM, but I rolled a 12. And then
That doesn't get anything, I think.
it does not.
So it's a 19 for the other one too.
Yeah, so she doesn't see either of them. So instead, she's going to call for the ship to bear forward. And they're going to make a movement. So, going to move.
But they can barely get anywhere.
Move. Let me see if I can count this out. Stop putting the ruler underneath my... Okay. I need to zoom in. I'm like trying to zoom way out so I can see the whole thing, but that means I can't read the measurements. Okay. From here, we go 160 to here. And then yeah, it's going to dip down into a cloud and vanish. So I will move this to the GM layer. It is Lord Ostenwald's turn.
Ostenwalds. All right. Who's Ostenwald again? Right, John.
John, he is going to probably be buff the Storm Singer. What's it?
Let's see. Warding.
Warding or Sigil of Alacrity.
Let's see. Sigil of Alacrity. Adds your tune to its speed. That's probably not necessary.
Oh, that's 4 to its speed, so probably not super needed. But
Ironside Incantation done. So it's gonna Ironside's Incantation the Storm Singer.
Okay.
And then back the fuck off.
Yeah, I'll have him attempt a perception check to see if he notices the big ass shit that just disappeared into the clouds.
Good call. A 16. And the rule is, what, is it 8 plus...
It's ship
your
speed.
8 plus attune plus 3.
Okay, so... Hey, actually, yes. He, in fact, does notice the ship creeping up, and can point it out.
Alright, sick.
Send it through the comms!
Yep.
And at the end of that turn...
It's not over yet, because now he's gonna move the fuck away.
Oh, yes. Good call, good call.
So what was the Lord Ostenwald's Revenge speed again? 18?
Really?
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's the fastest ship in Hersagul.
It is faster than the tiny infiltration ship.
Yes. I think, and that's pure engine at this point. What does Lord Ostenwald's Revenge look like now that it has been turned into a locus?
So I think
this magic focused ship.
I was talking about, we had like the tentacles painted on the Storm Singer in darkness, in magically detected paint.
Yeah.
I think that we've like customized each ship at this point. And Lord Ostenwald's Revenge, it's like this magic ship, and there's the main mast has like a glow coming out of it. And like maybe like there's purposeful like portholes that see to the center, which is this giant magically glowing core that you can see from the outside of the ship.
It's like this gyroscopic magical thing. Nice, yeah. And so, like, previously Lord Ostenwald's Revenge was like any old ship. It was just like you had a hold there, and now there's this like humming engine taking up a lot of that space. Cool. Okay, so Lord Ostenwald's bails.
Yeah, but it's turning around to go behind the same rock that Pleasure House is behind.
All right, is that the end of that turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Action. Does it have a bonus action? Hold on.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It does not.
So the Leviathan's descent rises out of the clouds, and ghostly fire spews out the side of it, as its cannons fire upon the Storm Singer, and it's going to make an attack. It has disadvantage because all ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage in heavy wind.
And then what about facing?
Facing should matter. I'd say this is a 45 degree.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it's a canted angle, which I believe is half cover.
So plus 2.
Yeah, the cover that's not 3/4.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so which is plus something. Hold on.
2. I want to say 2 as well. It's 2 and 5, I think.
Fortunately, we can just it's half cover is plus 2, 3/4 has plus 5.
Stormsinger has the AC 18 against this attack.
Yes, and this is made with disadvantage. So it's unlikely you're going to take too much damage.
It's unlikely, but it's still
But let me let me check some cannons. How many times are we attacking? You're attacking 5 times.
What?
Yes.
Probably
1,
got 9 cannons and
2,
probably shooting with 5 of its 4.
3,
or 5 of its 9.
4, 5. Those are the best rolls I've rolled on anything ever.
That's probably true.
So that's 3 hits, it looks like?
Yes.
Yeah.
For a lot of damage. How's the Stormsinger looking? It's a galleon, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 43, 39. So that's 90, 133.
Yes.
Here, let me pop a little HP bar on this.
Is it 133 you said?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
so-
doing that conveniently at all. Okay.
So these ghostly cannonballs smash into the side of the ship, and rather than they're clearly non-corporeal, they hit the side of the ship and then disperse and grow these sort of misty tendrils that tear at the boards and the crew. So your ship took damage, which means you're going to have to make a save for your crew, I believe.
Plus your attune.
Let me find it. I think it's ship damage. When a ship receives damage, all creatures on the ship must succeed a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone, blah, 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 blah. Okay, the ship must also pass a constitution saving throw or take 1/2 of the damage as crew damage.
Okay, so Constitution saving throw? And that's
Yes.
mine plus attune.
That's yours plus the ship's attune score, yes.
I think that's +2, I believe. That's...
Galleon Dervish?
Yeah.
+3.
Okay, right. So...
Should
This
this
roll
be on
plus
the
3.
character sheet?
What's the
Save.
DC of the enemy ship?
23.
Hey.
The
Not
DC
that.
is it would be 8 plus 3 plus the charisma mod,
I'm
which
assuming
is
we're
not
fine.
20. Let me just double check Captain Nguvu's mod.
It is-
It's a DC 13, I believe. Yeah.
13 to 15 sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, 13.
That's
All
my
right,
ship.
so
We're hurting
what does
my
this
ship.
look like? What does this look like? Like we see these ghostly artillery fire on the Stormsinger and tear through its decks. What does Albert do to
To change what...
save your crew from getting just annihilated?
They get hit by these shots, and you hear like screams and people freaking out, and then you just hear over all of this record stuff, just quiet maggots, and you see Vessinger's face crackling and his eyes glowing with fire, and as you see one of the tendrils, where he just cuts it in half, you there, start cutting these things away from my ship.
Do you still have the one hand on the wheel?
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe we see you're crackling with the energy, and maybe we see it surge through the ship.
Oh, sick! Yeah.
Yeah, and so the wood of the ship peels away almost like it's burning, and there are cinders inside of it, and then it closes back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It is now, I believe, Roderick's turn.
Roderick, quickly check his spells, but more or less, I think, the ship's hiding.
Yeah.
And he's,
Doing nothing.
him and this old sailor and, effectively our fishermen we hired are chilling on the ship, what did we sign up for? So I think his action is going to be telling the fishermen they're fine.
Yeah.
Leviathan's
Hold on.
captain.
I'm getting a little bit of garble through Discord, so I'm gonna move our server real quick.
Okay.
Fun.
I was good. Check
Okay.
on the side to make sure Yeah, we're still good.
Okay. So after that, it is Nguvu's turn. Nguvu is going to, I think, spend her action giving another action to the Leviathan's descent. And how close are you? Not close enough. Okay, so it's not going to bombard you. It is going to use Fire Shot.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's the first, would be 11, which will miss. And then I'm gonna roll more times. Actually, I can just click on these little clever little buttons in chat right here. Let's see, and we're attacking 4 times. So 2, 3, 4. Oh, lucky you. All right.
All right.
Yeah, so this time the same cannons fire. Like, there was clearly not enough time for it to reload. But the same cannons fire, and instead of the, like, ghostly tendrils, there are actual, like, iron cannonballs sailing past the ship.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, going to be her turn, at which point it goes to John.
John will be quite possibly Alacrity?
No. Spending an action to cast fog.
Fog will be blown away by the wind.
Oh, shit.
But it could give either itself Alacrity or another ship more mobility. I was thinking giving itself Alacrity so that this big giant ship doesn't chase it. Alternatively, how many cannons does it have?
Alacrity for the Lord Osterwald's Revenge is a locus, meaning it's a casting ship, a support ship, and the Sigil of Alacrity is one of its abilities that allows it to add its attune speed to a friendly ship's, or it's attune value, you know, the strength of its engine to the speed of a friendly ship.
It has 2 guns. It could fire a cannon, but that doesn't feel worth it versus giving a ship 4 squares of movement.
Give it to the Stormsinger.
Give it.
It's focusing on giving Alacrity to the Stormsinger.
All right. The decision has been made. Stormsinger has +4 movement.
Okay.
We're going in for this shit.
Are you going in for the kill?
Yeah.
You doing it for the thrill?
We're just gonna make that. You already put something down.
I got it. I did it.
Shit.
Back off, Crispy.
Hey! Whoa! Just a prank.
Just a prank, Han.
All right.
Reminder that we just spent all of last night together, and there's so many inside jokes going on during this session.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Several of which are non-verbal, so if we've just randomly cracked out laughing,
we promise it's
probably
funny.
Crispy's fault.
Okay, it is going to so John just finished his turn, right? Yeah. Another legendary action is going to go off. And it is going to a gust of wind comes up behind it and pushes it forward 60 feet. And it is now the Stormsinger's turn.
Great. That's what I love to hear. So, quick question: can you interrupt attacks with movement in this ship combat?
You can now.
Movement with attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's the case. Would you look at that? 40 feet. And then, well, I
Man,
should probably do this the smart way.
Broadside you could have.
I know. Turned like that. So now we're gonna bombard.
Nice. Okay, so you're attacking the ship.
Yep.
Bombard. As an action, make an attack with all of your ship's cannons on a single ship or a 40 by 40 area.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
So that's, let's see, 7 attacks?
All right,
Yes.
and there is no cover bonus here. You're attacking with disadvantage because of the wind, but the AC to beat is 15.
Alright.
hit, miss, hit.
Wait, hold on. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. 7.
All right, I'm gonna
1,
scroll up a
2,
bit. So our
3,
16,
4.
the 16 hits for 56. The next 16 hits for 40. Then the 19 hits for 47.
Alright.
And the 21 hits for 36.
Wow, okay, not only did that last one roll a 1, its damage might not have made it over the threshold. It did. Barely.
Yeah, by 3 points. This is the threshold is the thing we actually kept from the DMG rules for ships. Ships being harder to kill than people, you need to deal a certain amount of damage at minimum in order to even hurt it. So if you don't roll up at the damage threshold or above, you just don't deal damage to it.
Right.
And different ships have different damage thresholds.
So at the end of that 40 feet of move, so that's 80 feet.
Mhm.
We've got another 60 feet left. So
Get ourselves
so this is moved like this, and then it's going to move another 20 feet. All right.
Nice. Well played. Well played.
Also, this ship isn't properly displaying its health bar, but that's all right.
Lefo is not captain.
It looks right. It looks like you. It looks like the maximum health value got adjusted.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's weird.
What should it be? Should it be 500?
Yeah, I think it's just the weirdness of the ship. I might have accidentally hit the wrong.
I fixed it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
We're good. We Gucci.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I spent the bonus action to reload our cannons, by the way. I forgot to explicitly mention it because I was thinking like, okay, bonus action, reload all our cannons.
Okay. Well, as your crew is reloading, this broadside of the Leviathan's descent is going to fire on you.
What? Have we reloaded?
No.
Well.
The ghostly wisps fly out from the cannons once more. And it's can I can actually I can click this ability. I set up this character sheet so that I could just click the ability. So
Still
that's
hitting an AD.
Wait, is this 3/4 cover?
This is so it's +5.
Okay.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. Okay.
Which means we're at what? 21? 22?
21.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oof. Man, hitting with disadvantage is hard.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, the ghostly cannonballs go wide, and now Lefo.
For reference, only one of those would have hit without disadvantage.
Really?
Wait.
Made a clear critical error here. All right.
Yeah. Lefo, he doesn't really have an action.
Yeah.
He's not captain. He's chilling.
My robot fist thirsts for justice.
Okay. After Lefo, we have Zaire, who I think similarly is not captaining anything.
But she could shoot an arrow.
She could, at disadvantage.
She'd have disadvantage anyways. Range.
True, because attacking
She's
from a
bored.
moving.
Disadvantages don't stack.
Yeah,
Well, but it's disadvantage anyways.
No, because she's Mort. She gains advantage on attack rolls.
You are correct. You are correct.
Oh.
Zaire, they get just a normal ranged attack.
Against the crew, by the way.
Against the crew? Okay.
Oh,
So,
you forgot to make like 18 different saves, by the way. Fun fact, you need to go back and make the saves.
Which saves?
Against my attack.
ship getting shot.
Oh yeah. You're right. Okay, so hold on.
It's DC 14.
I'm handling the longbow attacks first. So 16 AC. The second one hits.
Right.
And the 16, hold on, is modified by cover, which I believe is half cover.
Doesn't matter.
So yeah. The second one will hit, so it will take 8 points of crew damage. Yeah, so they fire at the crew, and the arrow plants itself firmly into the chest of one of the crew members.
Okay.
And their head swivels, and you can see their eyes are glowing an eerie green.
And now this is why we don't mess with old world artifacts.
And now I'm going to roll a billion saves. And that's
now,
con saves?
Vessinger,
Yeah, con saves with.
we're gonna roll an extra D8 of damage from Zaire's ability if any of these crew take damage.
Yeah. Well.
Colossus Slayer.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if that counts here, but I'll leave it.
The fact that it's not separated, like, makes it hard to track who got hit where, when.
Yeah. Alright, so Nguvu is going to roll a con save. How many was that? 6 attacks that hit? 5?
Yeah, 5.
5, okay.
Hit?
Wait, hold
Yes.
on. 1, 2.
When the ship got
3,
shot,
4.
when Stormsinger shot, 4. Okay. So I'm going to roll 4 con saves with plus... What is Leviathan Descents Attune? Plus 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn!
Well, it passes 2.
Okay,
Passes
so
2.
it lost against the second 16 and the 19, I believe. So that's 40 damage. 87. Half of 87 is 43.
43.
All right.
Take another D8 of damage then. Ha!
All right. And 5. But yeah, the crew, like the you can see, you know, the crew are dying, but they're dying because the attacks like carry them off the side of the ship and into the storm. You know, you see crew members that have sustained grievous injuries that are still going about their work on the ship.
Right.
So it is now Albert's turn.
Hey, you know what I hear? Another bombard.
Aye. What does the kids say? Yeet yeet.
So this is a disadvantage at a way higher AC, so probably not going to hit, but might as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So anything higher than a 15, or at a 15. So that's 1, 2, 3. Actually, 4 of them hit again.
Wow.
So that's another
4 cons.
41. And then I need to... I'm just going to roll the saves against these one at a time.
Yep.
That was a
Save.
20. That's a pass. 26 damage from the 17 that hit.
Mhm.
Con save. A 6. So that's 13 crew damage. Another crew member goes flying off the side. Then the 21 for 50 damage. Yikes. Roll against that. A 14 is 14 the DC?
Yep.
Okay, so that one saves. And then the last 15 for 45 damage. And you can see now, like, you've dealt a decent amount of damage to this ship. There are holes holes in some of the decks. The sails are starting to run a little ragged. And that's a pass. So yeah, the ship is pretty heavily damaged. If you have any desires of salvaging this ship, you should keep that in mind. And it goes to Kelly's turn.
Oh,
Is
right,
that
Kelly.
Bombard?
It should, in fact, because it's also Dervish.
Yeah, well,
I
just what's
think we
attacking himself would be
Yeah,
a
so
very
it's a-
smart idea before flying away and then disappearing into the clouds again.
Which means attacking normally.
Yeah, so
So not with
rolling normal
disadvantage.
attacks.
How many shots does that one have?
Is that within range for Bombard right now?
120?
Yep.
Just barely.
Hold on.
God. My roll 20 is lagging.
Yeah. So they only get 3 shots because they're cog.
Yeah, okay.
Normal. Pray for them good hits.
Really? There are only 3 shots? Wow.
Oh, I accidentally rolled an extra one. My
Yeah,
bad.
so the 19...
First 3. They all hit. Except for the last one. Which
Yeah, I mean, even with half cover, all of those would hit. So, yikes, dude. Alright. Leviathan's Descent
Surprise!
taking
There's a ship there.
some hits. Yeah.
Just take-
35, and then roll a
DC
save.
11. Yeah. This is Kelly.
Oh, that shouldn't be with disadvantage, and it shouldn't be off of the Leviathan's Descent.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then the 16 hits for 43. And we save. 14 is a success. And then finally the 23 for 30. And a save. Ooh. Okay, so that's 15 crew. The ship is running ragged.
I think you should just take the cog and go into stealth, and we'll...
Yeah.
Or move it and board with LeFo. One of the two.
It doesn't have boarding actions. So it would have to ram it.
Oh, yeah, no, don't do that.
Alright, I was in the wrong tab.
So it's no longer stealthed, I assume.
No, it's not.
The cog? Yeah, no.
So it should run away and stealth.
You should go and board the Leviathan's Descent is what should happen.
You have
Yeah,
someone
I have enough movement to do that.
You have
Don't
someone
worry.
to talk to over there.
Yeah. So this is gonna move its full, like, God, what the fuck was that? Like 14 squares? Yeah. I've been calculating range all wrong, haven't I? Is it squares or feet? No, it's feet times 10.
Your
140
speed is the number of squares.
Okay. I've been calculating that completely wrong this entire time. I'm realizing now. But it's alright, we kicked your ass anyways.
I mean,
It's fine.
he means he's been calculating wrong, as in he's been doing half movements.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rip.
And bonus action to go back in stealth. Yeah.
All right.
Pleasure Palace.
Pleasure
happy.
Palace is very pleased, I assume.
Happy where it is. It is. Very pleased with itself.
Okay.
I assume Constance is going to take an action to prepare to jump off the ship.
Yep, but I am also using my bonus action. So, okay, if I move within 100 feet of the ship, I am jumping onto it. But I am also using Cloak of Air.
Smart.
So I'm down to 24 points. And then Gamzees is ready to take control of the ship. when
Gamzees,
I
take the
jump off.
wheel!
Yeah.
All right.
One.
I think at this point, the Leviathan's Descent is going to take an action. Or a legendary action, rather.
I'm pretty sure.
Didn't it use 3?
It did last round.
But
I think it
Does that
refreshes
reset
on
on
the
its-
turn.
turn.
Legendary actions, if I remember correctly, reset at the top of the initiative.
Oh. I thought they were on their turn.
Or rather, at 20.
Well, let's check that, because it might be 19.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Legendary actions. Only one legendary action can be taken per turn. A legendary regains spent legendary actions at the start of its turn.
Oh.
Layer actions regain on 20.
Right. Okay.
They're both L's. We all make that mistake.
I got them mixed up. So the very first iteration of the airship rules used legendary and layer actions, and it was a disaster. So, all right. So it's not going to do anything.
8.
Black Sheep can do its shit.
9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. I am well within range to just spend, what is that, 20? 2 points to end up on the ship. And
all right.
Constance is on their ship.
The Stormheart has left the building. All right.
Right.
So what does it look like when you leave the Black Sheep?
So I think at this point, everyone on the crew knows that this is super personal for Constance.
Mm-hmm.
And Constance just kind of hands whatever rigging there is on a ship crewed by a single person, hands it to Gamzees and just I'll be back. And then just runs and just, for flavor, I'm going to teleport. Just crack of lightning, and you just see the spark of lightning through the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just see the light on the enemy ship as she just lands.
Yeah. I think Gamzees turns and it's don't die.
And Gamzees will
safer.
finish this with a bonus action.
Okay.
It's a wonderful bonus action called Blockade Runner.
Hey!
1.
So Blockade Runner lets you take a second movement action.
10, 11, 12.
Get the fuck out. So your orders were to Gamzees, okay, so we're going to go over there and I'm going to leave and then you're just getting the fuck out of there.
Hopefully not dying.
All right. So Constance leaps from the deck of the Black Sheep, its dark form fading away into the brewing storm, and we cut then to the stairs heading up to the aft deck on the Leviathan's descent, where I think Constance appears in this flash of black lightning in the anime kneeling pose, right? And then we see her stand up, and standing at the top of the stairs on the aft deck is Captain Nguvu Wake. And we see the same wicked smile that we saw when Constance was elected quartermaster. Constance, it is good to see you again.
Well, I'd say the same thing, but you put a few holes in my ship.
She pulls her glaive. She has a polearm from where it's leaning up against the railing, and gets into a stance. I have a gift to give you. And I think now is a good time for us to take our third and final break.
Holy shit.
So yeah, we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. See you there.
I'm gonna need more of this.